Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. This is LABRISH Live. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows from a Black perspective. And at the moment, we are talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 6. Is that right?
Yes, episode 6.
So for those that don't know, I'm all things Sugar and Sade. Hey, and I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
Yes. And as you come in, make sure you're booping that like button. Please do it now. Make sure you do it now. And Nana, what else do people need to do if they want to get a little bit closer to us?
Guys, you can sign up to our YouTube membership. It's just $1.99 to support us and $4.99 to become a member of our family. Please sign up today. And if somebody is feeling generous, you can gift some memberships as well. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm dropping the link in the chat right now.
Amazing. Yes. How was your weekend, by the way? What did you get up to?
So I was recovering. Friday, we had a funeral. One of our friends' dad passed away suddenly. So it was like we were all out there for him. And that was nice, but there was a lot of alcohol. So Saturday I was in recovery mode, and then I went to the Olympic Park with Femi and Yamsi and all the kids. And I was very late, but we had a late picnic in the sun. So
lovely.
Nice. That's Sunday I was just chilling out.
Just chilling.
Sunday was I finished? No, I'd already done my hair. Yeah, I'd already done it.
Cool. Obviously it was my birthday weekend, so my brother and his partner, they took me to lunch and stuff. We went to Gaucho in Richmond.
Oh, that's one of my faves. Oh, I've never been to the Richmond one.
It's so nice. Like I was just like, oh, this is a different slice of life, isn't it? Yeah, so it was Richmond, like by the river and everything. It was so nice. It was just lovely. And my nephew, oh, where is it? My nephew, we've made great steps. He is now giving me a toy. So this is my toy. For my nephew. It's got like, where's this sword? It's got like a little sword in there. It's a Black Knight that he can like take home. Do you know what I mean? Because like he has lots of places that he can go. My light is flashing. It's really annoying. He's got lots of little places he can go and stuff like that. And everyone must have a toy. So I'm now allowed to have one. So I'm so happy. You know what I mean? He let me choose it as well, you know?
Oh, bless him.
It was so nice. So yeah, it was really lovely. And then my my sister-in-law, she took me to IKEA, which is what I wanted to do. So for ages, every time I want to go to IKEA, I was just like, oh, do you need to go? Like, do you know what I mean? And she was just like, we're gonna go today. So I was so happy. Like I just tried out some sofas and stuff. It's the little things for me, you know.
Which one did you go to?
Neasden.
Okay.
Yeah. Went there. So yeah, it was cool. It was it was just such a lovely day. And then Sunday, I was packing.
Yeah.
Cleaning my house and packing. Like I like my house to be absolutely spotless when I go away. Like so I'm just doing a deep clean. It's kind of unnecessary.
No, I get it. My mum would always say that it's actually important. You never know what I mean, she would say it for morbid reasons, but you never know what's going to happen to you when you're away and then people come into your house.
Yeah, it's true.
So if you're going on holiday, like make sure that the house is clean.
Yeah. I just like, but I'm just going, I just went deep and just things I haven't looked at in a while. Then I realized I bought a bunch of stuff from Superdrug the other day, like or travel stuff. I've got them all. Like I've literally got them all. Do you know what I mean? Which I was just like, what did I do? I just wasted time and money, you know? Honestly. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Who's in the chat? Who's here?
Who came in first? Leaderboard, let's see. All right, so Yvonne was in bright and early as well. Noelle is in the house. KW is with us. Sora, Ria is in the house as well. Christian is in the house. Let me see. Yes, so far that is everybody. Come in and say hello, please.
People saying
lots of people saying that we look nice. Thank you so much. Sora is also saying, new people, we are at 799k subscribers. So please subscribe. Yes. Just one person is going to get that 8,000.
Oh my God. I would love for that to happen in our session. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. Bear with me. Sorry, I hate to be annoying, but I've just realized my heating's on and it doesn't need to be. So give me just a second. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. All right, so I have, Lauren is saying that she'll do it. I have dropped the link in the chat as well for the membership. So please, if you'd like to join our membership, that would be great as well. Lauren, I'm checking. I'm literally looking on the studio app now to see if we are at 8,000. We are at 8,000!
Oh, come on! Women. Yes, love that. Love that. Seriously.
Look at that, man. Road to 10k. Now, guys, you've got 2,000 more of you. Let's make it happen.
Come on. Seriously. I have to say, yeah. Thank you for, guys. First of all, the people that have been saying happy birthday, appreciate you, love you, appreciate all the comments. Like, do you know what I mean? It honestly made my heart smile. Also, my hair. Like, people have been talking a lot about my hair. Appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Like, really happy of the positive comments and stuff. But this hair is dangerous, you know? Like, I don't know what's going on, but the outside world is treating me differently. Yes. Like, honestly, it really is. And it's just a wig. It's actually just a wig. Like,
no, there is something in a slick black middle part. I didn't know until I did it.
Right.
It changes stuff. I don't know. I didn't know.
It's wild. Like, I haven't had this hairstyle for a long time, I must admit. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't, because I always like something more, do you know what I mean, than the simplicity of it. But like, even on the Saturday, like, I just kept getting chirps left, right, and center. It's just like, I'm with my family. Like, what's going on? And this one guy, he offered me, how do I say this in a polite way? He offered me his mouth, his money. He offered to give me a baby. He offered to take me on holiday. All within 5 minutes of talking to him. And I'm just like, are you okay?
Was he remotely good looking? Could he be the husband?
No, I don't think so. He was a bit, he's you know, palm colored.
I told you that those ones will come along. But he's not a good looking one.
It was too much. It was way too much, way too soon. Like, do you know what I mean? He was then asking me, then he kind of took a turn and he's just like, oh, do you go to freaky parties? Like, no, sir. No, I don't. I do not. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I would worship you. Oh, here's my daughter. Her mum's Ghanaian. Okay.
Oh, no.
Like, what
just dropped the appeal just dramatically.
What are we doing here? It was a lot. It was a lot.
Oh, yeah. For real, KW, he's one of them ones. Oh.
Honestly, it was just like, bro, I don't want to be part of your harem. It's okay. It's fine. Then, because he was in my area and he wanted to walk with me, I was just like, no, like, it's enough. And he was just like, oh, so what, we're going to stand here? I was, well, I'm going to stay here until you leave. Like, you're not going to watch where I walk. Like, do you know what I mean? That's crazy. Because usually I don't even go the right way to my house. Like, at night, I'll walk around so people don't know exactly. Do you know what I mean? Because you never know. Like, I'm super paranoid.
You don't know. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know where they are standing.
Yeah.
To know your patterns as well. Yeah, for real. You always have to switch it up. You never know. Dami is asking, is he YT?
Yes, he was YT. Yes, but it was a lot. It was a lot. But then, like, it's been actually kind of cute. And then I met that lady yesterday who watches the show. What her name was? Claudine.
Yeah,
Claudine. She's got two names. She was saying, hopefully, Claudine, if you're watching, please say hi in the chat, because she said she was going to watch, but she watches us. She watches LABRISH a lot. That's her main favorite show, she was saying, and she just really likes our dynamic and everything. Like, it makes her smile. She's really proud of us and everything. And like, she was saying all this stuff, and she was just like, I wish I could say this to Nana too. I was just like, 1 second. So I just feel do you know what I mean? And she sent a lovely message to Nana as well. So it was so nice.
Lovely. That really did make my day as well. I was properly cheesing. It's really nice when you're not expecting something and it just turns up, like, you know, somebody appreciating what you do as well.
Yeah,
it means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you.
So nice. Then I also bumped into these 2 American women as well. Well, they're from New York, but they're like Trinidadian and Jamaican, and they were on holiday and stuff. Loved the hair as well. Like, do you know what I mean? We had a whole conversation. And you know, I'm not sociable. Like, do you know what I mean? But I was probably chatting to them. One of them, it was their birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to you if you find us. Hi. And yeah, it was so nice. It was just like a nice, lovely conversation that just didn't, you know, make me feel uncomfortable. So I was
were they on holiday?
Huh? Yeah,
they were on
holiday. Yeah. So they were staying in Croydon, and then let me talk out their business. And then they went to London Bridge, and they saw like the London Eye and stuff and everything. And they were in the Pimlico area. I think they just had some food and stuff, and then they were going back. But yeah, it was just lovely. It was just so nice. They were like, I think around our age and stuff. So I was just like, yeah, make sure you watch the pods. We talk about lots of things.
We actually need new cards, like just like a not a flyer, like a calling card, like a business card to give out to people.
Babe, it's okay. It's
we need cards. We need cards. I'm gonna make
that happen. The auntie thing. Let's get some.
We got flyers, but I don't actually like the pictures.
No, do you not?
No, okay. I'm not. And maybe it's just because it's old now. It feels like it was time ago that we went to Greece.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we all look quite different as well. So I'm always like, yeah, I think so. I'm not a fan of those pictures anymore.
Oh, okay. I think we look pretty much the same. But yeah, I think like people like those pictures though, because it's kind of like black girl joy. Like they really do like those pictures. Do you know what I mean? Hey, El Michelle, how are you?
Yes, El Michelle, you made it.
Yes, and also as well, the women, the American women, they would. I don't know how we got onto like gaps and stuff, but she was like, "Do not close your gap." I was just like, "How did you know?" Serious. I was just like, I get shit for it online. She was just like, "No, don't listen to them. Like, keep it." Wow.
Exactly. Oh, Marianne Jones is saying, or you could have a card with a QR code which people can scan and it takes them to all your social handles. Yes, that type of thing. Yeah. I love it.
Okay, yeah. I like a QR code. I like tech. But I want to be able to, like, you know, when you just touch phones and the information goes. Also,
just goes over.
I'm really gushing today. My nephew gave me these stickers because he went to a garden party and he said I must have them on my phone. So seriously, I'm obsessed with them.
When they're little.
I know.
It's free.
He's 4. He's 4 now. Yeah. I know, baby. Okay, so shall we?
Yes.
Yes, is what I will. I might make it. What if I just turned up one day with no gap, though? Thank you, Emma.
With no gap?
Yeah.
I just feel like it would. I feel like you'd look so different. It would throw me off. Obviously, everybody will just get used to it, innit? You don't have it anymore. But yeah, it would throw me off for a while. Definitely.
Emma, would
KW said I would unsubscribe.
KW, you're so funny. Thank you, Emma. Emma, so what do I use? I use what do I use? I use ordinary, what's it called? What's that serum called again? That's the main thing I use every day. Oh, you know what? I have it here. Hyaluronic acid. I can never say it properly. I use that, and I use Ren Glow Daily Vitamin. So can you see that? I use this. I use Astral. I will not stop using Astral. I don't care if it's made of petroleum. It works for me. And I use a bit of glycerin as well. That's it.
Okay.
Should say what gap? The big gap in my mouth. 2 of them, actually. Seriously. Okay, Alex. Lauren says my niece sharing food with me melts my heart. Oh, so cool.
That is the cutest. Their little dumpy fingers.
Oh. Honestly, so cute. Okay, so let's get into it. This is episode 6 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so what's your verdict of this episode? How did you feel about it? What's your one word?
I actually kind of enjoyed it. I will say enjoyable. I actually enjoyed this episode.
Yeah?
Yeah. The twists and turns of it. I thought this was a well-rounded, put-together episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I enjoyed that.
You know what? I wasn't completely sold. I think I thought it was a bit of a filler, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah, do people enjoy it? Okay, cool. Put it in the chat as well. Yeah, I think I'm with you actually, Yvonne. I just like Brit. It's a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna have her episode.
Yeah, she needs to have a moment. Oh God, she's so annoying. What other people saying?
All right, so we have Roxy says I enjoyed it too. Hey Roxy. El Michelle says it was good, especially the last 15 minutes. Yeah, that was the thing. Yvonne says too much Brit. There was a lot of Brit. Yes.
I think so. Okay, so obviously we start the episode where they're kind of recapping on what happened at Kenya's launch, her disgusting antics and everything like that. Everyone's disgusted, you know. Cynthia's in the confessional. She's saying that she held Kenya to a higher standard, so she was really disappointed. Portia was triggered and really hurt by everything, and they re-showed the clip of her saying like, take this mic, I don't want to film anymore, and everything. Then they're so dramatic. It was almost like they wanted to do this as a crime like genre, like, do you know what I mean? It was like 48 hours later and it was like all slow and everything like that, the dramatic music and stuff. Brit, she's at home, she's dressed in black, she's sitting on her sofa, she's got her blanket, no makeup on, you know.
No makeup Brit again.
That is ringing. I mean, she looks really good with no makeup though.
She does. I actually think she looks a bit better.
Yeah, I think
so. I like her no makeup look.
Yeah, and I know she might have had done bits to her face and stuff and everything like that, but the bits that she's done look good on her. You know, she's putting bows in her dog's hair, which was just.
I didn't quite.
My cat wouldn't stop.
I just felt like what, you know, when you think of the construction of a scene, what does the bows in the dog's hair mean? And I was like, why, of all the stuff, this isn't that? But maybe it's because I'm not a dog person. I just thought it was unnecessary. And let's get to the chat. I don't. And it felt, isn't that cruel? Like pinning something on its ears.
That's what I felt, but I don't know if it irritates them or not. Because, like, obviously cats are different to dogs. But if I try to dress up Honey, he is fighting me, first of all. And if I put anything, it's coming off within 1 minute. So I feel like you have to have a pet that is okay with that. My pet, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I was literally like, why are you doing that? Just leave the poor dog alone, man.
Yeah, honestly. So yeah, she is chatting to her husband about what's happened. There's always some sort of article or something that's come out that she shows her husband, and she talks in the confessionals and say, like, basically Kenya's minions, she's had her friends, her business partner, everybody's like DMing her all at the same time. She's really, really, really in shock at the moment as well. And you know, she kind of like just recaps the whole situation. She talks about how she spent $250 on flowers for Kenya. I don't know. I feel like you need to know the person who you're dealing with before you do things like that personally. Do you know what I mean? Before you spend that kind of money. You know, she said that Kenya was hell-bent on publicly humiliating her in front of those 200 people, you know, at an event where she's supposed to be honoring her daughter, you know, and dedicating it to her. She was like hell-bent on ruining her reputation. Do you know what I mean? And she's really, really concerned that she might lose her license. So she's an insurance broker. So yeah, she's concerned that she might lose her license. Then she talks about the mistakes that she's made in her past. So she said she's made some mistakes as a teen. And she says there's two things in particular. And these we can only assume this is what Kenya had pictures of or was referring to. One was that she let one of her past boyfriends film her while she was given head.
Yeah.
As a teen. And then number two is that she tried webcamming for a bit in her early 20s. And she says, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Like, you know what I mean? She made some mistakes and stuff. And she goes on to say while she's talking to her husband that she had everything wiped from the internet. And I was just like, well, goddamn. Like, seriously. You could do all of that. And then poof, it's gone. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So Kenya must have either worked hard or Brit's enemies are working so hard that they had the original source or near to original source of this material to get it to Kenya, to get it to the print shop, to get it on those boards. That's a lot, man.
Well, she obviously didn't wipe hard enough. Mm-hmm. And whoever the partner was, he probably has been sending that shit around.
Yeah.
But the webcam stuff, that's not easy to get, especially once you become like a prominent figure. Mm-hmm. That somebody is going to be like, oh my god, I've seen that girl before, and share it. So I don't know. She was laying it on thick. I would do the same. I would play it exactly the same way she played it, but it was laying it on quite thick. Like, really, you're going to lose your license over this. We haven't even seen it. Like,
yeah.
That's bullshit.
What else? Because I think like maybe that. Because, like, yeah, how does that even work? Maybe the escorting thing I was thinking, right? Because if you're soliciting, or do you have a criminal record? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Like, why you would lose your actual license? I can hear losing business. I can hear having issues with friends. I can hear all that awkwardness. Like, do you know what I mean? But losing your license, that just seemed like a little bit dramatic.
Yes,
like,
that was. I have to lay all of this out so that Kenya never comes back. Type of shit. It was like, oh, come on, chick. Like, really, your license? Like, you can just lay this on anyway. I get it. The no makeup, tears, all makes sense. But the license part, I was like, don't take the piss. And her husband seemed even more uninterested than I did.
Bro, the way he got up and hugged her was like he was struggling.
Yes.
He was like, oh, do I have to do this bit now? Like, that's what it seemed like. Maybe that's not what he intended, but that's how it came across. And he was just like, oh, don't worry about it, all right? Like, bro, where's your empathy?
Even just for the cameras, I'm crying. So this is the scene, innit? I'm crying now. I've told the story. Now I'm crying. And you're going to do some half-ass, like an arch, like a house over me. Like, what? You scoot up on the chair, you whisk me into your arms, you're like, there. She took the piss, whatever. No, that was terrible. He was wooden. He didn't even want to touch her. He barely touched her. He hovered on top. No body to body contact. Is that really her husband? Are they actually?
Are they together? Are they friends?
Exactly.
I don't know.
No emotion. Like, come on now. Even when somebody I don't know is crying, it like pings. And you can just start crying, like, let alone your wife is basically being publicly attacked. And she's saying she may lose her job. And you're now hovering over her doing like as if it's a stranger. No. I'm calling bullshit on their relationship.
Does he even like her? Like, and that's what I thought he hates her. He must hate her. And he's thinking, like, look what about my reputation? That's what it seemed. That was the unsaid bit. Like, you're doing all of this. You know what I mean? But she was kind of going a bit, and I do understand, like, this is a horrible thing to happen, and I do agree with her in the sense like no woman should have to go through being publicly shamed, like, in front of the whole world. Like, honestly, I do agree. Like, it happens a lot of the time. It shouldn't be happening like this at all. So I do sympathize in that sense. Then we hear the doorbell. It was a Ring doorbell, which so I even looked up like, who's at my door?
Exactly the same. I looked towards the door like, is that mine?
And you know what? And I don't know if this is the thing. Like, she's not as rich as the rest of them, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
And I thought maybe that's a sign. Because the people
think about it, because that is very normal person. Yeah.
Which is okay, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Which is fine.
Look, we remember where Kenya started from. Have you seen that clip when she had moved to Atlanta from Detroit and she was living in a really scuzzy apartment, and Nene goes and she's like, "They ghetto." So we remember when Kenya came.
Was it that? Yeah.
Yeah. She can start where she is, and if they keep her on for a couple of seasons, maybe she'll have a bigger house eventually.
Yeah. But I was just okay, cool. You can see the level.
Yeah.
So Kelly comes over, Pocket Kelly comes over, you know, she's like, Brit is like, "You look beautiful, you know, I look so terrible." Kelly's just like, "Yeah, come on now, you always look a mess," which I thought was hilarious, which made Brit laugh because she be playing too much. But she came over with food and flowers, like just to check on her and everything. It was really kind of cool. And then the doorbell goes again, and Kelly has booked in an IV specialist for her. And I really want to try this. I want to try this so bad.
I want to try it.
Yeah.
But people say it can be quite dangerous.
Why?
Because if you're not deficient in something, it's like, I mean, I didn't know it would be a gift that you would do to perk somebody up if they're down. Like, I really thought you had to be on, you know, you are severely dehydrated.
Oh,
bless you. Oh, was that the allergies?
Oh my God, hay fever.
Oh, hay fever season. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think it was that simple to get it done.
Yeah,
I really thought that you actually needed to know what you're deficient in, not filling out a questionnaire.
Did they put one out?
Yeah, she had she had like a board in front of her, and she asked a few questions.
Oh, okay.
So,
Thank you, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. So I guess you would have to, because it's to do with needle. You're putting a needle in somewhere, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would give it a go. I've given worse of things a go. I'll give it a go, man. I want to see the difference, like if it really perks you up and stuff. Because because celebrities do it. Like a lot of celebrities do it. Like
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Kendall. I don't know why I know this, but Kendall Jenner does it.
Well, I know that Diddy done it with his mum.
Oh God. What, to recharge, to re-up?
after they had a heavy night, he went live. And they were, I think they were topping up on like B12 or something.
Oh really? Oh God.
Maybe I would consider doing it after a night out. I don't know. I'm scared. I was very enthusiastic when I first heard about it, but after I was like, I'm not sure.
What are the horror stories?
I think it's just that you may be okay, and then you've just doused yourself, and it's unnecessary. I know B12 isn't like, if you have enough, you shouldn't have more. So
right,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it
a go. Listen, if there's somebody watching who can sponsor it,
yeah, let's do it. Let's
do it. For content,
yeah,
I'm prepared to give it a go.
Okay, so yeah, Kelly said like these bitches drain her, so I wanted to help her get rehydrated, which I thought was hilarious again. Kelly's got some lines, I swear.
Kelly is very funny.
She is. Seriously.
She's winning me over episode by episode. I am like, okay, I like Kelly.
Yeah, nice. She's
I'm
nice.
bordering on liking her. Let me not go too over the top.
And it was a nice gesture what she done as well, like coming over, like just, you know, that's definitely my received love language. Serious. I probably wouldn't do that, but I would love to receive that. Yes. They do that, and while they're still talking and everything like that, Brit does say she wants to slow the aging process, and she's like, she does want to get old and be like Kenya.
Feisty wretch.
So nasty, so mean, so rude.
Exactly.
I was cracking up. That is rude. But you know, Kelly told her to pray on it, to be fair.
She should.
But Kelly did say like she's really confused with Kenya's behavior because like Kenya wasn't like that to her, so she didn't know what was going on, and why would she do something like that at the grand opening as well? Like she kind of told Britt the bits that she didn't know. So like when she was like with the flowers and like get them out of here, and the cards, and her telling her to stay out of it and everything, and then Britt. Kenny was just like, how can you be distasteless? How
Yes, distasteless. Yes.
Just making up stuff now. Okay.
I was like, Kelly, and the emphasis that she put on the stay out of it. It's like Kenya didn't shout, stay out of it, like how Kelly presented it.
No, she didn't, but she did make it was a moment though. It was.
Yeah, she did say stay out of it, but Kelly added a lot of sauce. This time adding sauce, but when Kelly was talking about how she spoke before, she reduced the sauce that she put in.
Right.
It was like, come on now.
But Kenya did point at her and say, stay out of it. She did.
Yeah. But it wasn't a stay out of it. It was literally, can you stay out of it? Yeah, it wasn't that strong.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. So Britt kind of was just like, look, Kenya, she wanted me to be there. She wanted to trigger me. She wanted me to get triggered so I would attack her. That's what she wanted. And I was thinking about this and I was just like, well, she did and she didn't. Like, I think her plan worked either way. So if you stayed there, she would have been an altercation. So as Britt is suggesting, if she didn't say that what happened, you're still humiliated anyway. So it would have worked anyhow. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So
but then no, there's no way that she could have got away with it, because I was even thinking, but if she was there and Britt did like punch her or something, Kenya's still going to get the brunt of the.
She would, but the physical would overshine what Kenya's done. Like, do you know what I mean? Because it would be at what point did the punch happen? So would it be after the first board? Because then we don't see the rest, right? Like, do you know what I mean? If you're bringing out any board, it's on. It's green light, go. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, you're not actually getting to the fellatio board.
No.
If you're standing there, you're cutting it. Not. What was her first one? That was like, probably second board. Second board, you may be like
you're standing there while I'm holding up boards. Are you standing? You're gonna stand there and let me talk? You're not going to do that. You're not. There's no way.
It's true. To be fair, because she started it off with this girl pointing a gun. From then, I'm probably shouting. So, yeah, we may actually not even get to boards.
You're not talking anymore. Like, I'm Tamila. I've turned into. It's my show now. It's my opening. Do you know what I mean? I'm Tamila now. You know? Seriously, there's no way. There's absolutely no way.
God.
It's crazy. But yeah, so Britt, it was a good thing Britt wasn't there, I think. You know? Yeah. I think it really was. So then Kelly was also saying that she's going to get some of the girls to do together to do like a peach brunch as well. Okay, cool. But they were drinking. Sorry, can we go back to IV? They were drinking while they were doing the IV. Is that allowed?
I didn't think so. I was taking this serious, but I actually saw it earlier on, was saying you could do this in the US, but she doesn't think it's possible in the UK. And I don't think it is as easy and accessible over here. Right. You definitely can't be drinking. And I think it does need to be done in a clinic. Like, it's not a house service yet.
No.
So, but I didn't think you were supposed to do it with alcohol.
Seems nuts to do that. Seems actually wild. Maybe intensifies the buzz or something. Maybe it's a happy hat. I don't know. So then we see Shamia at her lovely house. There's a chef cooking and everything like that. Shamia says, "Chef, have you got anything for me to taste?" And he says, "You can taste anything you want." Was that not suggestive? No, why did they keep that bit in there?
Did you know sooner or later there's going to be some type of scandal and it's going to be like Shamia is out here doing bits. Yeah, they'll bring that along. Yeah.
So she's having people over. Kelly arrives, Portia arrives, Angela's there as well. Kelly is in Angela's business, yeah, because Angela keeps getting hot and she has a fan, yeah. Me too. I have a fan, okay. Kelly's basically just getting on to, oh, you know, here she goes again. She's got that fan again and everything like that. And I was just like, I don't like this. Angela, however, in the confession, she was saying, for the bird brains, I'm not perimenopausal. I'm just the hottest bitch in the room. And I was just like, well, no, you wouldn't be peri because you're 61. So like you so technically she didn't lie, but
oh, I see it. That's why she added in the peri. So that we could say, so she can say, no, that's not a lie. Yes, you've long gone past perimenopause.
Yeah.
20
you should
years
be
ago.
Done menopause. What's after? What's post?
Yeah, she should be at the tail end, depending on when she started.
Yeah.
No, she's just a man. No, she should be coming to the end of menopause, depending on when she started. I hated that part because I really was like, no, what we're not going to do is do this. You're a big woman and don't give off information like you're as fertile. Like you're 62 years old. You're in menopause and you're having hot flashes. We can see it.
We can't. What are we talking about here, Angela? I didn't like.
No, I didn't like it either. I didn't like it either.
I like to be in denial about my age and like the next person, but that was a lot. Like you're 20 years older than us.
That's what I was like. What are you talking about? You're clean having hot flashes, and in this day and age, don't try and pretend like this isn't what women go through. Like actually stand on that, and you can be like, yeah, and it eases when I have my little fan. That's why I walk with the fan, because those heifers are going to head that way as well. So it's like, don't pretend. It's just very stupid. I was literally like, Angela, I expect more from you as the elder of the group. Like, just stay in that lane. She's probably one of those aunties that are like, don't call me auntie.
Yeah, probably.
I bet she's an auntie denier.
To be fair, she looks great. She does look absolutely great, and maybe she doesn't want to be associated with that kind of thing. But like at your age, we know your age, babe. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we could 2 and 2 equals 4. Like, it's happening. It's happened. It's happened. So yeah, she needs to get over it. Yeah, I just thought she missed a moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like OGs have been watching this. Have we seen anybody go through this on camera in this way before? Because I thought it was just like, oh, she's like me, and look at her cute little fan. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Serious.
I was, yeah, I can't lie. I was very disappointed. I really was. I actually rewound it to listen again to be like, did this chick really just deny having hot flashes? Like, why are you doing that? Like, really, I really think she missed the point, because I just feel like that would have elevated her. Like, have something that we can actually, like a common bond.
Relate to.
Most women in some part are going to go through various different kind of symptoms. And you, at this moment in time, yours are hot flashes. So just embrace it and talk about it, because that's a conversation. It's like people hiding their fertility journeys, and now they realize, actually, I shouldn't hide it. Let's talk about it, because there are so many people going through it. It's a point of connection. She missed the mark. And chick, you're 62. Most people are thinking you're in menopause or you've gone past it.
Yeah. Like, I just thought, because of her age, if she was younger, I could actually understand more. Do you know what I mean? Because there's so much thingy. But she's a big ass woman. She's grandma age, bro. Like, relax. It's yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot. Talking about she's the hottest being a bit, like, quite literally. Do you know what I mean? Quite literally.
I was just like, oh, and I swear, now I can't unsee her nose. It's like each time she comes, I cannot unsee it. I wish Shamia had never brought it up. Then I start touching mine, like, oh, it's really small. Like, it's like a pin. It's so tiny and it's so 90s.
It is so 90s. Like, I don't even think I have the structure to do that. Like, what would you?
They remove a bone or something. Like,
oh,
to
they?
get
No,
they've got to take off all of mine.
Right? They would what?
They'd have to shave all of this.
Yeah, and then go up.
Okay, all right. You shave this. Maybe add something in to make it pinny. What are you going to do with my nostrils? You've got to take off my nostrils.
Yeah, no. Because their nostrils be like, whose nose looks like that? Is it Brit's that's like that? Like,
yeah, Brit's
the nostrils are. She can't speak. Yeah, El Michelle. She nasal.
Like, is that from the nose job? I wanted to ask because I was like, Brit, what's going on? Why are you talking like that? Like, what's happening? Did she have a cold?
What's going on? Yeah, nah, it's not worth it. I don't want to sound like that.
Open it up. And then once they've cut away, it's not like you can add.
No.
You can't go and get a bigger nose, can you? Like, once your nose is small, that's you.
I mean, you can. It's not going to look good.
Well, if I was Angela, I'd ask for more nostrils.
Okay. She's an older lady. Yeah, she can't be going under unnecessarily at this stage in life. Like, she can't. Like, no, I'm not being disrespectful, but it's dangerous, isn't it? That is the risk is higher. That's a fact.
It is. The older you get, you don't want to have too many surgeries for real. But I would ask for nostrils, just a little bit, like just say it's not so small.
Christian says Brit's voice and facial gestures make me ill. I
Her voice is jarring as hell.
Oh, it is. I can't lie. Yeah, you can't. There's never. It's hard to be a victim, boy, because you gotta be perfect, and it's hard. Like, her voice makes it hard.
Yeah,
it makes it hard. It really does.
I know. Oh, it's sad. I had very little sympathy for her.
Yeah,
and I still do, and it is a shame. But she doesn't solicit it. Like, she literally stays being a bitch.
Yeah. Like, let me feel sorry. Like, give me something to fall in love with. Like, do you know what I mean? But no.
Not even for one episode can't you just humble yourself so that we feel something for you? No, not Brit.
No. Because everyone hates. Anyway, we'll get there. Shamia, so yeah, we're in, where are we? We're in Shamia's house. She's having everybody over and everything like that. And she was talking about her perspective, how she saw that Kenya's event was supposed to be a space, you know, to bring people together, not to tear another woman down. Big P was saying, because Pusha was there too, she was saying that, you know what, in her opinion, she's had it back and forth with her, but she's never seen Kenya go this far. Like, you know, she twirled too far. She twirled all the way down to hell. Kelly was saying that for her, she feels like she wouldn't be able to forgive her, and she asks Portia, would you be able to? Portia starts stuttering. She was just like, I would, like, she starts, you know, if it was me, those posters, like, this is what I'm saying, absolutely. Like, there's no way anyone, the thing is, Brit wasn't there. There's no way anyone is standing there and letting that happen. There's no way. It's just not going to happen. Because you would, like, even if you're not going to physically put your hands on someone, like, I'm throwing a glass of water at you or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
with
security's going to have to come in, or like, I'm going to be like, hold me back, or some, like, I'm going to cause a commotion.
I can't imagine being at an event like that. Nah, it's not happening. And I'm never forgiving the person. Like,
absolutely not. Absolutely. Forgiveness would be such a big ask. Like, it would be an insult to ask me.
Yeah. We're not working together. I'm not doing anything on screen with you. And I want you to lose everything. Like, it's just not. I'm doing worse than Brit. Brit's tried, and she's held it together, but no. Well, we can never work on any type of reality thing again. Like, it's just too far. You've just taken it too far.
Yeah.
You can come at me, but not like that.
Yeah, and I would bide my time as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing like thingy, like, nah, it will be absolutely when you least expect it. There's no way. There's no way.
10 years later. You'll think I'm over
anyway. Like, so this, what? No way. Okay, so then we see Shamia's mother is also there. She kind of talks about, you guys need to stay true to each other and everything like that, so outside people can learn from you and all that sort of thing. Then Angela's just like, oh, by the way, Portia, it was a bulldozing segue. It was not smooth at all. By the way, she wanted to ask Portia basically, what did you mean the other day at the bank when you said, you knew something about my husband, because she took offense to that. Like, what did you hear? And Portia's like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. Actually, what it was I was just joking, and I realized by your reaction, you getting mad that I can't joke with you because I don't really know you like that, and you don't really know me like that. And it was just like, these are a lot of words. That's what I'm thinking. Yes. You're saying a lot. You're saying a lot. I don't believe you. I don't.
Portia was like, I don't think I want Angela smoke. I think she had just like gone into a space of, maybe not. Maybe I'm not gonna fight this one at this moment in time. Maybe I'll bide my time. Yeah, it was very un-Portia-like to back down so quickly. Like, it was like, what's Portia? Or maybe Portia really is going through something and she wants to change. I don't know.
You think she's changing?
I don't know.
I think she's got some tea and she was just like, oh, I got my own stress.
Yeah. Let me bide my time with this one.
Yeah. Save this one. In the confessional, she talked about something about having a degree. I didn't get it. And then they asked her, like, where do you get it from? She's like, oh, my cousin. Like, I don't know. Maybe one of the Americans, our American cousins, can explain what she was talking about with the degree. I didn't get that at all. Like, it went over my head. Did you understand what she was saying?
I thought she was saying that her cousin is good at snooping. So she gives her cousin a little something, and then her cousin will find it out. I thought that's what she was talking about.
Right, but then how does that relate to like what we just saw? Is she saying that her cousin found something on Charles?
I think so.
That's what she's saying. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought she was saying. That I have stuff.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, she's joking about internet sneaks. Okay, I got you. Sorry, that took me. Hey, Simma. Yeah, how you doing? Okay, got it. Thank you. Sometimes it takes me a little minute,
Will Smith said she doesn't have a degree.
I was so confused. Like, but I mean, if she does, she doesn't. It's fine. But I was just like, what are we talking about here? Is this relevant? Okay. So then we see Drew. Everyone's eating outside, and Drew arrives in Major League late. She hugs everybody but Big P. And she starts sharing about how what's going on for her is that she's preparing to get ready for court because she's going for a divorce at the moment. Then Angela asks, Portia, how are you feeling about what you're going through? Do you feel like you're being supported and stuff? And Portia talks about what's going on for her at the moment. She said that she had fantasized that they would be able to at least talk through things, like her and her ex-husband Simon. That she would be able to talk through things with him, and if they actually sat down and have a conversation, they wouldn't be in the place that they are now. That's not the case. Angela asked her, if he said, let's work this out, would you be on it? She was just like, nope, because you can't disrespect my mum. So apparently, allegedly, or maybe not alleged, maybe it's fact, that he has been naming Portia's mum in some of the lawsuits that he's filed against Portia, which is insane. It's actually insane.
He has done a lot. He's been doing a lot, because at one stage it seemed like Jasmine Brand was just like he was sending all of the cease and desist straight there, and they were just posting. He's done another cease and desist. So yeah, but that I was surprised she brought her mum in, because there's other stuff to say why you would never, like, he's in the country illegally. Like he lied about a lot of things. I was like, okay, so doing a cease and desist for my mum in the long list of what's going on, he may not even be able to stay in the country. And that's grounds for divorce in itself.
Yeah,
his name ain't even Simon. Grounds for divorce.
Yeah.
Like.
Thank you, Erin. No, honestly, I think that she's got a bit of a gag order as well, because she can't talk about things properly, clearly. I don't think she's allowed, or she's being very careful about what she says. She did, however, say that do you know what I mean, her daughter has been asking where Simon is, and like apparently he calls her Papa, and I was just like, but why? Like, it confused me, because I'm just like, if the dad is active, her baby father Dennis is active in, they co-parent well, why is the next man calling your child dad or aliases of dad? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know, maybe I'm missing something.
It doesn't sit well with me. Like the same as the woman that we discussed on this week's episode.
Yes.
That same thing, like your kids are calling another man that isn't their dad. And then again, you break up and he goes about his business. No, she didn't need to be calling him Papa. He can have another, I don't know, like it may not be straight Simon or something, but not Papa. I don't know. It doesn't fit.
No. I don't know. Uncle is the standard with us. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be called dad. That's not happening. Do you know what I mean? But you're going to be called uncle or something similar, like, or Miss or Mr.
I mean, Mr. Simon, and if he does start calling him Papa, I feel like a decade or so has to go past. Like, these two were only together like for 14 months. So what type of time did they have that Pilar is even calling him Papa? Like, it's just, no, I feel like she would need to be a bigger girl, and then you decide, okay, I got my dad here, and you've been in my life like as a father figure, and so I'm now going to call you this. Not a child like that. Like, he weren't around long enough, and look at it. He's gone about his business.
It's just not happening. Your uncle, like, do you know what I mean? You're always gonna know you're not my dad. At all.
I know that's what like people use as uncle, but that still doesn't sit right with me either.
Why?
I'm surrounded by people who their stepdads are literally uncle, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You can't be using first names. That's not happening.
No,
like, do you know what I mean? Like, we don't have enough titles. We need more titles. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you know, or if it was cool to say steps, use the word step.
Step Simon. Something. I feel like there needs to be another title specifically for a step. A step.
Could you imagine answering? Your mum calls you. You're like, yes, step mummy. Like, no. something else in there, but it's just. Yeah, it's that. There's something about your mum's husband and then they're an uncle. It really does make me itch. Oh no, that's standard. So honestly, for us, like in my community, like I want to speak for everybody, because there's a lot, that's standard.
That is
uncle, auntie is standard. If there's an older person and you can't call them by their first name, that's standard. Like, do you know what I mean? And they're not your parent. It's like, it's thingy. Yeah. I don't think it's not as the meaning is fluid. It's just fluid.
Yes, I want another one for specifically that role. A new, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, that's the thing to think about. I'll be talking to ChatGPT about that one.
Yes. Give up a new title.
But yeah, so that threw me a little bit. So her child was asking basically how long has he gone, and she was just like, you know, sometime I'll check. And she starts crying at this point, and like Shamia runs and hugs her. Kelly was hugging her too, and you know, Drew. Then we cut to Drew in the confessional, and she's saying like, you know, a lot of what Portia is saying, like I can actually relate to. And, you know, I want to be there for her, but, you know, things aren't, they were not in a good place at the moment.
I just don't like you, Drew. Leave her alone.
Sorry, El Michelle's throwing me. Temp dad.
Exactly.
Oh, KW, that was KW.
Temp dad. TD.
Semi dad. What Temi? Semi dad. What about Semi? Does Semi dad work? Sounds Spanish.
Like something that could be. Sai would have been a good one for calling
Good
Simon.
one. Yeah.
For Pillar. Instead of Papa, just call him Sai.
No. There needs to be an uncle. Uncle Sai. Could be nicknames. I'm not your mate. I'm not your mate. Serious. Not Scammer Dad.
I think Semdi. I like that. Or Semda. Like semi-dad. Semda.
KW said side dad. No,
exactly. we need a new name.
Side dad, you know, Jesus. Second month. What about? Oh, you know what? Actually, no, but that's like. See, that can mean other things though. It's not actually a step parent, but like big mummy or big daddy. Do you say that in your no? But like, we should say that, but it's like a grandparent.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be like the grand.
Or grand uncle would be called that. Yeah.
Not the stepdad that comes in. Not now be big daddy.
Big daddy doesn't sound good at all, does it? Yeah. No. Okay, cool. So so she's crying, unfortunately. Drew said what she said. And then, you know, Big P goes on to say that she actually messaged Simon about this whole thing and was saying, like, you know, said to him, like, Pillow's talking about you, asking about you and everything like that. He read it, didn't respond. He left her unread, and she got really upset about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to reject my child? And this is the thing. She does say that what attracted her to Simon was that he made her feel safe and money. That's what I think personally. Do you know what I mean? But she did say that she's not in love with him anymore, and because he's not the person that he presented himself to be. And Kelly basically said, because everyone's bonding and everything now, she's just like, well, everyone's going so well, so I'm gonna do peace brunch. Can you, like, you and Drew, like Portia and Drew, can you guys like get on one accord? Like, can you get on the same page and everything like that? And P's like, look, we can coexist. Like, I talk to Dennis all the time and we never talk about Drew.
Pew, 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 just firing shots.
It was too funny. But she did say she's going to try and be more mature and everything like that. Then they randomly talk about this drink, yeah? I can't remember the name of the drink, and apparently it's owned by Michael Jordan. And then Drew's like, oh, that's my cousin. Huh? And she's just like, oh, yeah, before I was married, my name was Drew Jordan. And I couldn't work out whether she was joking, lying. She's telling the truth. She really must.
I actually don't know. The thing is, when Drew talks, I'm always a bit like, could this? Because you can say anybody's your cousin, innit? Like, especially surname cousins. Is she telling the truth, or is this you're a Jordan, he's a Jordan? You may be from the same vicinity, and now you can say, "Oh, we're cousins." Like, I don't know. It's true. Do we believe anything? Even when she's talking, trying to be sincere, I'm like, Drew, you look like you're lying.
all the time. When she's with her husband later and they're doing this whole the swap over, I was just like, I don't believe you. Like, who is this person? It seems like acting to me. Like, she's sitting in the car like, oh, woe is me, this is so hot. I don't believe it. It was almost like, okay, the camera's going to be okay over there. Yeah, you can get me. You can get my shot. Like, that's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like.
Erin, you're a joker about who's Jordan again. Yeah. Have you seen that clip?
Yeah. It's always wrong.
I was watching that the other day.
No, you know what it is? This time she said, no, I get the name Christian. I get the name. I believe her on the name. But, like, is she actually related to Michael Jordan?
Are they kin for real? Or are you just a Jordan? That's what I want to know from her.
Ooh, Roxy said, I don't even think they're really divorcing. Wait, what?
I wouldn't be surprised. There's just something too contrived about them. I would not be surprised if she just needed all of this to stay relevant and have a storyline.
He would play along this. Is that why he's getting confessionals?
Yeah. If you're really like divorcing the, like, is he really going to have confessionals as well? When he's supposed to be living in the basement, like you're basically living together. And when he came up and she's all like, "What are you here? What are you doing here?" I said, "She's like, Drew, aren't you supposed to be the actress?" So
and this really is so bad. And like, well, I mean, not that I know he's problematic, but he does pay for everything. So occasionally he's going to come upstairs. Like, you know, I just thought it was weird. Although he did. Oh, someone's saying he's scary. They're petty, forgiving. Yeah, and not Kenya. Yes, Christian. Christian saying they're petty for giving him, as in Ralph, a confessional, but not Kenya. I absolutely agree with that.
Yes, spot on. Even if it was just for this episode that Kenya managed to have a little bit of something, but yeah,
I would have at least liked her to explain herself, or force him to explain herself. Do you know what I mean? Okay, anyway, so then we see Kelly and her daughter. Cute little moment. Well, cute, sad little moment. They're doing yoga together. Her daughter Chloe is not into it. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't care about the sound bowls, the sage. She don't care. Like, she's just doing it to make her mom happy, it seems. But Kelly just talks about how much, you know, obviously love she's got for her daughter, and saying that Chloe really stepped up when things were going bad. She saw her crying on the bathroom floor and that type of thing and everything like that. And she really kind of stepped up and looked after her sisters and that sort of thing. They talked about the story that was just breaking, so how it's like affecting their family. So this story was talking about how you know, her ex-husband stole money from her, from the business, how he was in jail. He is out of jail now because he was held in contempt of court because he said he was gonna hurt her or something like that. I think that was the reason. Someone in the comments corrects me if I'm wrong. And he also then made a statement that says that he's now focusing on the children. And Chloe's response to that is just like, well, he doesn't care for me. So again, we've got another situation where someone has been like a stepdad and then just dropped the child as soon as things don't go well. So he was in Chloe's life since she was 2 or 3 years old. He started raising her, and she's a teenager now, right?
A teenager, yeah.
Was she 14, 15?
I think she's 14.
14 or 15. So yeah.
He's done over a decade and he can still drop her.
Yeah.
As soon as it started going wrong, it was like, that's your kid.
Yeah.
No.
Kelly's like, you know, she hopes it isn't true. She feels like she's let down Chloe in a way and everything like that. And this is kind of reflected in what Chloe is saying, because she's just like, you know what, I don't really want to get married and end up like you, mum. Which I thought was harsh. She did say no offense. I was just like, baby girl. But then I thought, well, Kelly.
17. So she's actually.
She's 17 verses. Yes. Whoa. Thank you, Roxy. Yeah.
That's a long time. Yeah. That is your child, basically, really. Oh.
This is why you have to call him uncle. Yeah, because me myself have to understand you're not my dad. Because one day you're gonna act like you're not my dad.
They need another name.
Wow. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. Yeah. And she did say no offense, but I thought, Kelly, this is your child. Like, do you know what I mean? It sounds like something Kelly would say. You know, and she does say, Kelly's like, you know, in the confessional, she says like she hates that because of her situation. This is how Chloe feels. But she was, you know, she's hoping to show her like what a happy like mother can look like, and she's putting herself on to do that, lead that example in that way and stuff. Yeah, so that was them bonding. Then we see Drew. This is when we see Drew and Ralph, and they're back and forth. Just really annoying. It's Father's Day apparently, and they have a little talk. I think the kids were around for a bit, and then they have a little talk one-on-one where Drew's like, you know, you have to like take care of the exterminator. Like, I talked with my attorney, and that comes under your jurisdiction. You have to do that. And he's just like, why do I have to do it? You just do it. Like, just sort it out. Like, what's going on? You've done it before. Like, do it again. And she's just like, no, I've got so much on my plate. Ralph, like what? You don't pay any bills. So rude. So nasty. So rude. So nasty. So rude.
What does Ralph do that he can pay the bills that she's always saying he's broke? Like, what? And their house, I was like, Drew's actually in a bigger house than I thought Drew was going to be in as well.
Yeah.
What Ralph does?
Well, the streets say 419. That's what the streets are saying. But I don't know. I think that's alleged, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Rude.
I was wondering.
He's rude.
No one knows. That winding stairs, I was like, really, Drew? This is your house? Like, okay, all right. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, he says he's in tech.
In tech.
Fraud. Okay.
Be
cool.
anything.
That's fraud.
The like what was too swift though. It was too swift. And like the villain side of me was just like, oh, that was sweet. But it was rude. It's so freaking rude. She's triggered anyway, so she leaves. She's just like, look, I'm not doing this. So she leaves. She sits in her car. Her sister comes in with her, checks that she's okay, and she's just like, why does he do that? He doesn't usually come upstairs. True, you're acting. I don't know. I just can't feel for this girl. She's just a liar. She's just a liar.
At all. I don't believe. I think Roxy's spot on. I actually think this is just acting. I think this is just for a storyline. And they'll probably reconcile soon. Or they may go through with it, have a divorce, and get back together again. Who knows? But yeah, I'm not believing it. Spin
the block. Yeah, his anger is giving scam victim. Oh, you think he got violated? Dude. Jeez. Okay, so next we're Shamia in the studio. She is in the studio with her producers, RL, who's from Next. Do you remember Next?
Yeah.
At least I used to like that song. B Flat is also her other producers also there. She said that she's known RL and his wife for a little while and everything like that. And RL's his credits, he's worked with Luther Vandross, who else did she say? Genuine, Jamie Foxx, and stuff.
Has he always looked like Teddy Riley?
He's a light.
They look. I was like, have they always looked alike? I just never really noticed it. Or has he adopted a Teddy Riley look in his later age? I don't know, because I don't know.
I mean, the 90s are back fashion-wise anyway. So maybe. Yeah, so Shamia is basically saying, like, these are the type of people that Drew should be working with, not Dennis, basically. Angela arrives. I don't know why. I really don't know why Angela's there.
I had that question as to when did we see Shamia and Angela get close where they're moving together? I was totally like, I don't understand the pickings of friendships. Like, is it a role? Like, do you just put it out in group chat? I'm filming who can make it.
Yeah, maybe it's true. Maybe. Weird. She then apologizes to Shamia that Portia wasn't listening to her music properly. And I just thought, why are you apologizing? It just seemed strange again. Like, I don't know. Is that like a politeness thing or something? Like, I'm the host, so I'm sorry this happened to you at my event? Or
okay.
Is it that?
I think you put, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Shamia, she's just like, the song being disrespected, or not even listened to was like really hurt my feelings and everything like that. And she's been one of Portia's biggest cheerleaders over the years. But she said that she spoke to Portia afterwards, and Portia said, I genuinely didn't think that it was you singing. That's why she was like that. Lies, Portia. Honestly, that was a lame excuse.
You know what? To give Portia some credit, it popped up for me. I was not on Drew's page, but she had a sponsored post.
Yeah.
And the songs sound similar.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Her latest, there's something in, it's like the auto tune that they have over it. It is a very similar sound. That because I thought it was Shamia's song, and then I was like, oh, that's Drew's. So Portia, all right, it's your best friend. You should have heard her song. Maybe she was being shady, but maybe if she really hadn't heard the song before, it's similar to Drew's work. They are doing the same type of R&B, definitely.
Yeah. But I just think like Portia's whole attitude, like that, it wasn't giving support. It was giving, oh, so we're focusing on you.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it definitely was like, okay, girl. But maybe Shamia has dabbled in music, and so you're like, this is just like a hobby for her. Maybe
but she has. She was in co-ed. She was in a legit group. Like, yes, she worked with Kerry Hilson. She was in what do they call it? Pretty Tony. I went looking for Pretty Tony. Couldn't find anything. Maybe he's been wiped from the internet. Maybe the same.
Kerry was like, absolutely nobody is hearing that shit.
Serious. So she's done, do you know what I mean? She's been in music. Portia's track, on the other hand,
it's really bad.
It's more in the realm of Ashley. It's more in that space.
Yeah. It may be a little jealousy as well in there, but it wasn't. It wasn't the crime that Shamia is making it out to be, because they sound similar. Okay,
fine. I haven't listened to both of them yet. But yeah, so Drew in the confessionals did, kind of remark how hurtful it was for Shamia to hear like Big P disrespect her song. And I can't lie, when I was watching it, I didn't understand the relevance of them cutting to that. But of course, because Drew don't like Portia, so she will do anything to drive a wedge between them. So I was just like, oh, okay.
Yes. Keep on bringing it up. Okay.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. To be like, how do you feel? Oh my God, you guys are so close. Oh no. Yeah, one of those. Okay.
So I get it. So yeah, Shamia talks about how the producers RL and B Flat built her confidence, and she was like, yeah, well, Dennis did that to me. Like, he's done that, and with the way everything is set up, the royalties and the publishing, I'm gonna be able to pay for PJ's college. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be a big blessing. Now, I didn't realize who PJ was at that point in time. I didn't realize that is Pilla's nickname, right? Yeah. So you're saying, yeah, because the way Dennis has set up publishing and royalties, you're going to pay for Portia's daughter's college? Nah. So nasty, so rude.
She really wants Portia to bring out proper Big P and knock her block off. Exactly. That's tasty as hell.
That's so rude. Because of this anyway, this track that you're bringing out, you think, yeah, bro, your husband, your ex-ish husband just asked you, what do you pay for? You're like, shut up. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Rude. If I was watching this back, I would start plotting. I would bring my team together, my strategists. We're gonna start plotting.
She will. See, I really thought PJ was her son. I thought she was talking about Drew's son. I thought she was talking about her child. Like, I'm gonna be able to pay for my child's college. Like, no, that's feisty.
Yeah, so rude. So when Shamia was just like, no, I think PJ's college has already been paid for. And then she also said to in the confessional, like, do you know what I mean? Like, she always goes too far. Like, so then I was just like,
right. Okay. Rude. Okay. All right. Now I get, you know how that scene, when you're sitting there puzzled, because again, I thought this was all about the ex-husband. So obviously he has money. He is going to be sorting out his kids. So then I'm like, why is Shamia trying to back the ex-husband? Like, it went over my head. Okay, thank you. Makes sense. She is feisty as hell.
Honestly.
No, Portia needs to come properly.
Where is this energy when Portia is there though? Because you're talking to her best friend, you're talking behind her back, and you've got like these quips, but you can't deal with Portia in her face.
No.
You're going behind.
It's all we can just sort this out. Like, I'm here for you. Like, why didn't no?
Mm-hmm. But then Shamia's like, anyway, here's my song. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so then we see Britt and her mother. They basically have like a quick, well, it was kind of like a quick conversation, but sad conversation as well, if you know, if you can warm to Britt. But she's talking to her mum, and her mum is just like, you know what, girls are like this. That's what her mum said. She said girls are like this. And Britt said, I've been dealing with hate my whole life. That's what she said. I think this is a pet peeve of mine. Like, people who think they've got haters when they don't really have haters, they are just annoying. Like, that's what it is. It's just like, is it though? Because she's really painting herself like she didn't, you know, a week earlier say that she potentially used a gun on somebody, right?
Yeah.
She said that. She's sitting with her mum talking about, okay, I'm going to keep it classy. When they go low, I'm going to go high. Oh. You were talking about a gun the other week. What are you talking about? Like, you're not classy. You're not.
She's never been classy. It too is in my top 5 roll eye moments when somebody is like, I'm just going to step on my haters. I literally want to throttle them. Like, I just think it's just utterly ridiculous. But for her mum to also be co-signing that, it's like, that's why you got a daughter like this. Like, you are also to play. That's why you got a daughter like this. Like, because you're the one that's like, you're so beautiful. Obviously, all of the girls are gonna hate you. So she has a stink attitude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But her mum is very pretty as well.
Yeah, her mum's.
I was like, your mum's pretty as well.
Yes, Sora. Yes, exactly. Sora's saying, Charlotte, you've been saying every episode, how can she say she is nice if she's been getting hit the whole life? Just embrace that sometimes you're a little mean, Britt. Just be honest with yourself. It's okay. Like, do you know what I mean? We can't all be nice people in the world. We can't. Like, do you know what I mean? Some people have they have more, they sway more to the mean. They just do.
I don't expect her to say, like, nah, I'm generally an asshole, I'm a bitch. But to be like, I'm so sweet, I'm such a nice girl. Well, who are you lying to? Like, who are you saying this? We've not seen an episode where Britt can say, I have been sweet. We haven't seen that. So I don't know why she keeps it. You're just a bitch. But I don't expect you to say I'm a bitch, just but I'm a normal, innit? Yeah.
She could say there's so many different ways to say it. You can say, like, I don't really like people. Like, you can say, like, I got low tolerance. Like, there's so many different ways you can say it, you know? But you don't have to say, you don't have to say it like, you don't have to lie to yourself, basically, you know? Yeah, and you're not classy, babe. You're just not. Like, I don't know.
What does that mean? Because when she says classy, like, I don't know where she's going with it. Like, in what way would you be like, Britt is classy? Even just everything that we've seen of her, it's like, where?
No, like, I don't, you know what she gives? She gives me hot girl.
Yeah, that would,
like, you know what I mean?
City girl, outside.
Like, do you know what I mean? But, like, she doesn't give me classy. I can't actually think like any, even no disrespect, but none of them give me classy. You know, who's classy on Atlanta? I don't really get that vibe. You know?
No, not classy. Not classy at all. And before, it wasn't that long ago, Britt was hanging out with Stevie J.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, she was going to do a reality show with Stevie J. Like, Stevie J was a bunch of women together to, like, do one of those, you know, in-house things like Blueface. Like, so you're in a house. Like,
well, for the love of Stevie.
I don't think they were actually fighting over Stevie. I don't even know what the girls were going to be doing in the house, but she was ready to be a part of that cast. There's nothing classy about you. Like, you were hanging around Stevie J.
Do you know what? Yeah, Yeah, she's not. That's gross. Sorry, that's thrown me like really steamy. Like, whoa, that you know, definitely not classy. She just doesn't give that vibe, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be like.
No.
I feel like sometimes, like, I think she's playing to that because she thinks that she's better than other people. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, girl, you're not. Like, there's the embrace. It is like Angela in the sense, like, embrace what's relatable about you. Do you know what I mean? That you're actually a little bit hood. Like, you're a pretty girl, you're a hot girl, you're doing well for yourself. You got like a unique kind of business in terms of like doing an insurance thing, like it's insuring jewelry. That's a unique business. You've done that. You've kind of come out of like a difficult situation and everything like that, and you've made goods. Like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. You don't now have to be like, oh, I'm classy now. What are you talking about? Because you're not raising your voice with your mother. No, you were talking about gangbanging a second ago.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, it's just, it's very silly. Cynthia probably is the closest thing to classy.
Right.
I would give Cynthia classy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe Angela, but we don't know all of Angela's sides yet. But Cynthia, she can be like, I'm classy. And I bet Cynthia would never even say it. Because you shouldn't be saying.
Right. Other people should say.
Yes.
Yeah, for you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Interesting. I think even I don't know. No, Kenya's too. Kenya could maybe kind of put in that space because she's got talk, but she cannot back it. And I feel like that is
Kenya's a little bit
she's a bit
she's a little
rough. She's a little rough.
She's a little rough.
Not as rough as Portia, but she's a little rough on the edges.
You know what? Yeah, if Portia wasn't she wasn't so aggressive as well, Portia could actually lean into being classy. So when Portia first came along, she could be like, I'm because of her pedigree, where her family set in, like their legacy, she could be like, I'm classy. Portia's sister basically is like classy, but all of them, you're not really. No.
Seriously, but yeah, Cynthia, Kenya, I think that's the closest, and we'll see with Angela. Let's see.
Yes, as we get to know Angela more, let's see how she develops.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so then we see Portia and Shamia. They kind of meet out, do some crazy golf. They talk about how their bodies are aching now because they're in their 40s and stuff. But Shamia did say, well, as long as we don't have the problems Angela's got,
yeah. I too felt like shots fired. I'm just watching you guys like.
This ain't fair, you know. We'll see, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, because you never know how it's gonna what you call it? Sorry, Michelle's
Portia fights grandmother. I know.
Could you imagine? Yeah, say one of your relatives was main cast of one of these shows, and they're like they're like a grandmother, and someone, a cast member that's your age, fights.
I
shut down production.
No, it's no. No, it's just not happening.
Wild.
No.
Absolutely wild. Crazy behavior. But also one of the reasons why I do like this show, because it is like age don't matter when it comes to arguments here. They don't give a caca. They really don't. So basically they're chatting and everything like that, just catching up, it seems. What do you call it? They talked, Shamia brought up the whole Jewish situation. He was saying basically when she was talking to Dennis, she was making fun of him about it in the beginning and saying like, you know, she doesn't want that to happen and everything like that. He said that it wasn't going, that she said that wasn't going to happen, that Drew wanted it to happen, still wanted it to happen, but he said he's not going to do it. Then they cut to a picture, a shot of him and Drew in the studio. So it didn't happen. Because I was thinking like, hold on, no, I've seen Dennis. I've seen Dennis in this season. Do you know what I mean? So why is Dennis lying to Portia? And also, why is Drew lying to Portia as well? See, again, can't trust Drew, man.
No,
he's a freaking snake.
Drew at this point don't like Portia at all, and is absolutely prepared to just use her and her circumstance for a storyline. That's it. Like, she's like, look, I'm gonna work with him, I'm gonna put him in, because in the same way we saw Shamia at the studio, Drew has probably had bare stuff with Dennis in the studio.
Yeah.
That she wants out there, where she's going to be like, it's a house Portia do it. Like, she's messy. She's tried to be messy.
No, she really is. So yeah, she starts what else? So they I don't know how that's going to bubble over, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But BP was basically saying that she's really extra cautious and very overprotective with her co-parenting situation because it's working well at the moment and she's got a lot of stuff going on. So Shamia starts talking about growing up family. She said that she's got another embryo left at the moment and it's got a 30% chance of survival. So embryo is an egg and a sperm that's joined together, her and her husband's, that lives outside the body, and they will take it and either do surrogacy or implantation. I think that's what you call it. Impregnation. I can't remember. Implantation. So she's got one left that's got 30% chance, and she's just a bit worried about it. Basically, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of pressure. Obviously, she's had the issues with her previous child. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the surrogacy mother has got cancer, and there were some complications. So again, while she's pregnant,
she had cancer while she was pregnant, so then they had to deliver the baby at 31 weeks so that she could have her cancer treatment.
Yeah,
but she is okay now.
Yeah, which is good. Do you know what I mean? But there's a lot going on there and everything. Then they talk about Simon. And Shamia jokes, is he, has he got pre-made cease and desist or something because he's just sending them out all the time and everything. And Big P's just like, why is he even doing this? Like, at one point he did actually love me. Do you know what I mean? She did say in the confessionals, like, he knows what happened between us, but she doesn't actually say what happened between them. So we don't actually know how it actually unraveled, but maybe she's saving that for another day. But she said that he wants a war because he wants to be a star. That's what it is, that kind of thing. He's trying to stay relevant. Big P won the Crazy Golf, which Shamia was, a little bit annoyed about, actually. She wanted to win. Okay, so then we get to the final scene, which is Kelly's Peace Brunch. Now, I don't really know why they needed to do this again, because I thought Shamia done a lovely peace brunch and it was peaceful.
Thank you. I thought I missed something out because it felt like I had watched this before in another setting, and then I watched it again, but they needed drama. Like that those were the two things. We've had this. You've had your rundown, innit? You've literally been like, this happened, this is how we feel. Why are we doing this again?
Why are we doing this again? Well, this time it is for Brit's benefit, it seems. So Kelly's had a stylist help her out and everything. It's in the garden. It does look kind of beautiful, though. I did feel like this is nice. This is a nice life. She calls... Kelly gets a call from Portia. She calls her Pusha P, which I thought was you know what I mean? But she's sick. She's like, I'm sick. So she
that was such a... Hello? I'm sick. It was like, Portia, why are you calling an hour before you're supposed to be there as well? Like, you didn't wake up being sick.
Exactly. Christian said, correction, Kelly's peaceless brunch. Exactly. Shamia and Angela arrive. They sit down and everything. Kelly talks a little bit about her situation. Apparently, her ex-husband owes her $10,000 in child support. He's only made one payment. I wonder, obviously this filmed a while ago, I wonder if he's paid up now. Who knows? Angela's got her fan again. She also came with Polly and Esther. She wore a polyester dress, knowing that she's hot.
You can't do that. If you accepted what was going on, you would know that polyester is not your friend when you're sitting in the garden in the heat.
Yeah. Exactly. Can't do it. Yes, Roxy, Me Girls, that was a reference. So yeah, she's melted again, basically. Drew arrives. I think this is the best outfit I've seen Drew in. It was a cute little off the shoulder, cute little pink dress. I thought, okay, this is nice. Everything else wasn't bra, because that's what her favorite is, just bra.
Yeah, and a little jacket.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And a little jacket. Yeah, so, no, she, although was this her best hair as well? I'm not sure. But I did like the outfit. I feel like I've seen her with better hair, but the outfit, she did well. And she wasn't that late.
No, she wasn't. Not this time. Yeah. Then Brit arrives. Did not like Brit's outfit, I'm not gonna lie. Black and white number. It was very I know this is gonna be a very thingy reference, but do you remember Dirty Dancing? Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a similar outfit that the sister wears when she's in the performance at the end, and she does like this dance with her hands and stuff like this. And like, I swear she's wearing something similar, the bra and the long skirt with the ruffles. Yeah, it really reminds me of that.
I just thought it was utterly ridiculous. Like, yeah. I don't want to see that much boobage in a peace brunch. Like, I was just like, what? Why? This brunch, like, it's not, you're not going to the beach. I really was like, what is happening here, Britt? It was wild. It was a lot.
It was a lot. I mean, if that's you, that's you. But I didn't like the style of the pieces anyway. Like, it was already doing too much. Like, the black and white is bold anyway. Then you've got the ruffles. Then you've got a lot of skin. Like, it's too much. Like,
it was all happening. And was out of sync with everybody else there who would really come brunch vibes. So even though this is for you, it's like she could have been a stunner. Like, this could have been her moment to really be like, I am classy.
Yes, exactly. Because that's not classy.
No,
she left the class at home. Her mum's the class, basically. It's in her mum's purse. There was
Thank you, Christian. That's a small chest sort of outfit, not made for big boobs. This is sometimes it's just know your shapings in it. It's not everybody that wants to see mamas like flapping everywhere.
Yes, Roxy. Roxy said if someone said something about her fit, she would call them haters. Yeah.
You can.
He absolutely would.
Yeah. and I'm sure we've been called haters quite a few times.
100 times. Seriously. Like, I've been told I hate myself. You know what I mean? Because of blonde hair. It's so hilarious, because the blonde hair comments only came when I started wearing blonde hair. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Everyone ignored Farah's.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Farah has standardly always had blonde hair.
Freaking ridiculous. People be showing themselves all the time.
Actually, for real. Because then I'm not even listening to these guys. 2 of them have blonde hair.
Like, what? Seriously, even this hairstyle, So I saw one comment pop. When you see it pop up, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with this. Well, I never do, to be fair. But it was just like, oh, can we stop praising the straight hair, please? Can we stop praising it? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Is everyone okay?
The hair things is very strange when people comment on all of that stuff. It is like, well, if you watched us long enough, that's why I always like, it's just a passing thing in it. They because if you watched us long enough, you would see the cycles of various different hairstyles.
Yes.
So you would know this isn't a standard.
Yeah.
And even if it was, do
you know what? No, I'm going to what do you call it? Wear wigs all year. No, I'm saying this now. All year.
It's like, even if it was and in it, it's like, either listen to us or keep it moving. Like,
you know what I mean? Why, as that journalist said, why are you listening? Why are you watching my hair? Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. Thank you, Christian. Christian's like the blonde bob. Someone called it stiff the other day, and I was on the floor. I was laughing so hard. They were just like, no, this is your look.
People are so stupid.
I was just laughing so bad. I was just like, okay, I can see what you're saying there. I hear you. Do you know what I mean? See, when they're funny, I can laugh. Like, I don't mind. But yeah, no, people are annoying. They really are. Seriously. Sorry, I digress. But yes. So right. So Britt is there. Do you know what I mean? She starts talking about how this has been a toll on her mental health and everything like that. And she said that, you know, so much has been said, you know, and everything like that. And you can't remove what's on the internet. And I just thought, well, you can, because you did.
That's what you said you did, you little liar.
Do you know what I mean? Seriously. As she said, you know, the hardest part is behind her and everything like that. And Kelly's reiterating that this brunch is for you. And, you know, the ladies have talked to Kenya. So I thought it would be good for them to hear your side, you know? And who asked Kelly to say this? I don't know if Kelly is an evil genius, but it seemed like she knew exactly what to say to trigger Britt immediately, because she at that moment she was triggered. She said, so you guys have been talking to
speak out of your damn mouth.
You've been talking to Kenya. And she's just like, why are you worried about Kenya? Look what she did to me, you know? Do you know what I mean? So she was just annoyed. And then I think it was Shamia who kind of said, like, you know, because a lot has happened, you know, she's lost her license. And then Angela asked, on what basis? You know, simple question. And I think it's as simple as what Kenya asked her about the ring. Same energy, same vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was the same, in my opinion. And Britt just started kicking off. She said, what do you mean? On what basis? Read the room. Read the room. Read the room.
You want to just be like, blow your damn nose.
I'm like, where's the class? Is the class in the room with us? The class is not here.
No,
Jesus.
No. Why are you switching? This is supposed to be peaceful, and you're supposed to be trying to get sympathy. So already Kelly is like, you know, the summary is, the girls are actually backing Kenya on this, you know, like Kenya could come back. You need to navigate this. But your navigation is, I'm going to switch on probably the least problematic person in this group at this moment, Angela. I'm going to switch on Angela. Really?
Angela wasn't even shouting. She was literally just talking, and she was just like, you know, you like to throw rocks and hide your hands. And I'm glad she said that, because the thing is, we are forgetting again. This all started. I'm not saying that Kenya was right. Do not mistake what I'm saying. What she done, she went way too far. But this started because you started talking about a gun, babe, and no one asked you to start talking about a gun. Do you know what I mean? That came out of your mouth, and I know that you regret it now, but you did that shit. You know? Do you know what I mean? Why you went to her event and apologized in the first place? Still try to apologize. Do you know what I mean? Jeez, she got irate so friggin' quickly. Like, so quickly. Kelly was just like, where's the security? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you need to be on hand and everything like that? They just start going back and forth. They're going at each other. Angela's not having a bar. And I can't lie, Angela went up in my estimations at this point, because I was just like, okay, Angela, you handled that well. You really did.
She brings it back in conflict. There's something about the way Angela just carries herself, and it's just like, I'm not backing down. Like, you know, you can say what you're going to say, and she doesn't get disrespectful as well. There's like a real power to her when she's going, and it was like, Britt, you're being so stupid because you know that you're lying and you're being hyperbolic, and she's calling you out on it. But if you had it sewn up, you could be like, well, it's the rumors that are going out there. It's then my reputation. I'm representing a profession. I could lose my license. Like, it's very easy to go through the steps.
Yeah.
You don't need to switch on her. It was like, now you just look stupid. Now you literally do look like a con artist. Because why are you switching?
Because Angela was just simply curious. There was no accusation in that. It's just like, on what grounds? Because as Angela says later, like, she also is in some sort of like insurance type thing as well, like mortgages or whatever, right? So like she it's the same body or whatever. And it's like, so she's curious, like, on what ground? Maybe she could help you. Do you know what I mean? Angela gives me Miss Tina Knowles energy. That's what she gives me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I know some stuff, right? I'm not going to be too much on you, but I know some stuff. And when something's wrong, I'm going to say something. Like, for the most part, anyway. That's what she was giving me in that situation. I like, she argues like a grown woman. Yes, I agree with that.
That is exactly it. Yeah. Just mature. We can go back and forth. I'm not going to shout at you, but talk sense when you're talking to me.
Yeah.
And she didn't answer her question.
And notice how Angela didn't break a sweat at that point either. She was calm as a cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber.
Exactly. So anyway, Kelly splits them up, and Kelly was just like, Angela, can you come and sit over here? You know, then Shamia brings back the conversation. She was just like, okay, so let me ask you, Britt, how come you're about to lose your license? And what Britt says then is just like, well, it seems like I'm under investigation. Angela says, thought so. And it starts up again. Seriously. And then something. What did she say? She said, so they go back and forth, and I swear Britt said something about, would you like to twirl out or something?
She said she said you should twirl out of here. Yeah.
You should twirl out of here. Yeah. And then Drew caught it, and she said twirl out. Like, she thinks she's fat. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, Britt, we see what you're doing. It's not, I don't like this. Nasty.
Like, do you want us to feel sympathy for you?
Yeah.
Again, there's just no points. By the end of this, I was totally like, oh, I literally need Kenya back. She needs to come back. This girl don't deserve this. Like, she literally a menace. She is annoying as well.
She is annoying, and she knows it, and she's doing it on. She's getting the beat. She's great, actually, in that sense, because she got the beat. Like, do you know what I mean? She actually got it at the right time. Yeah, she's a fan. She's 100% a fan. I agree with that, Roxy. I totally, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, she did say that she's already admitted her wrongdoing and everything like that. But you know, everything that, you know, that happened, it can't be removed, it can't be erased. It's happened now, you know. So yeah. Shamia tries to bring it back. This should have been Kelly's role, to be fair, you know. But
Kelly was enjoying the drama. She was literally like, this thing staying in. Kelly was loving it.
She loved it. He was always like, oh my God, at my house. Oh my God.
Yes, yeah.
Remember that moment? That was my house. That was my garden. Like, it's serious. But yeah. So Shamia basically says to them, like, look, when bad things are happening, what we should really try to do is find the good in each other. And that's what we need to focus on. And then the church bells start ringing. It was almost like rings. It was ringing for peace. That's what it was. And then she does, like, look, I vow. She puts up her hand. I vow to see the good in people. Can I get an eye? And no one says I. This is like, I can do that. No one directly said I, and I thought because this is cheesy as hell.
Exactly. I was literally like, Shamia, please.
But then they get up and dance. Bygones be bygones, and they just start dancing together. So it ended up on a good note. Okay, so but next week is Portia's birthday, and she's taking everybody away to Nashville, but she doesn't invite Drew. Am I right in saying anytime they go away, it's disaster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Standardly.
Yeah,
It's going to happen. There will be a big fight. It depends on the escalation of the fight.
Right. Okay.
As to how bad it's going to be. And Portia's had some howlers. So
really,
is
this where she's physically put hands on people and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When she kicked, what's her name? Cynthia.
Well, Cynthia.
Sorry. Yeah, she kicked Cynthia.
In the pussy.
Yeah, in her crutches.
Jeez.
Good. Yeah.
So yeah, that's happening. She doesn't invite.
Drew's not allowed to go.
Hmm?
Drew's not allowed to go on the trip.
She didn't get invited, so maybe Drew turns up. I don't know, but Drew says to Angela at some point that she's trying to make some money with these songs and stuff. Does anybody know if Drew is making money with her song? I guess she is, right? Now,
I'm the worst person to ask.
Okay.
I'm not an R&B chick. I'm gonna say, for me, it's highly mediocre. But then somebody that is into R&B is gonna be like, what you're talking about. Her album's a classic. So
right, okay.
I don't know. Dammy said, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Fairs. Okay, cool. Do we want to see a clip? Oh, Shadow didn't watch. No, I haven't got a chance to. Will, sorry, I haven't watched. Sorry, Will did.
Yes, Will has put in all of the past fights
in our WhatsApp chat.
Yeah. Okay, I found this on the web for how long Will did videos.
Oh my god.
Oh, there you
go. He did. I haven't had a chance to, but when I'm on my journeys, I will. Okay. Brit was talking to Andy Cohen. Do we want to see a little clip of that?
Okay, yeah, let's see what she's saying.
Yeah?
Okay. Watch this, yeah.
Let me share my screen. Yeah. Right, it's a little bit long. I don't know if everybody's seen this, but this was from the Shade Room just yesterday. Not even 24 hours, nearly, though. Okay.
Start at the beginning, because I think a lot of people don't understand, and I don't either. Why did you initially come after Kenya so hard? Like at the bank dinner, why were you so agitated with her?
You
know, I think
she
what the hell is that? It looks like she's wearing a deer or something. What?
I don't know. It does look like a deer. It's almost like a fawn, maybe.
That is so strange. You know, what are they called? Springboks, and they've got like a spiky bit that comes. They're deer-like animals.
Right.
I think it is springbok. I think she is wearing springboks, like 2 strips of it. Wow.
Is it faux though? I hope it's faux. Because this is unnecessary.
I think it's a real springbok.
Again, yeah. This doesn't make you likable. Where is your stylist?
She ain't got the money yet. Give her time.
This is terrible.
Wow, that is okay. All right, let me focus.
Okay.
People don't realize, or even like the ladies in our friend group, she had something against me since day one. So even with the ring comment, I felt like...
But it couldn't have just been the ring comment.
I don't think it was just the ring comment, honestly.
Okay.
With the shoes, babe.
What's going on? Like, her whole outfit is crazy.
Right.
Apparently she has a stylist. Oh.
Huh? Okay.
Think there's something that was brewing, that there was a reason why she didn't like me. I felt like she was holding on to
did she say anything else or do anything?
You know what? She didn't say anything, but the fact that she was just so welcoming and so nice to ladies she's never met. And for me, I never met Kenya.
Okay.
So I was like, why me? Why are you being nasty towards me?
Okay. So, did you have a gun that night?
Oh my God. I never had a gun. Ever.
Never had a gun.
I never had a gun in my possession at all.
Okay. So I guess I want to start at the beginning.
I don't believe her.
It was the snort suggested deception.
Yeah. And also she repeated the question. Did I have a gun? Like, do you know? No. She needed a second to get it right.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And why was she calling down her husband so much? He had a gun on him. Somebody was carrying something.
Yeah.
Get my husband, somebody had something.
Honestly.
Comments at the dinner that resulted in an investigation. Obviously, weapons are not allowed on set. It was determined that you didn't violate that policy. So now watching it back, Why did you say it, and what do you think about it now?
You know what? I still beat myself up. Just the fact that I allowed her to trigger me. So it's just, there's no excuse for what I did, for what I said. And it was the heat of the moment. I'm in a rough neighborhood. I'm always used to having my husband by my side. And I felt attacked. And I was triggered by Kenya. And I was talking with Kelly on the side, like, you know how girls hype each other up or whatever. Yeah. And it was a side convo. I was talking with Kelly.
Wait, Kelly said she didn't hear anything.
Precisely. What was the hyping up that? So now you're throwing Kelly under. Give them a few episodes. Kelly will switch on her soon anyway. But
yeah, she will. She will. You know what? You know, Tupac has got that "Me and My Girlfriend" song.
Yes.
Her husband's her gun, basically.
Yes. Yes.
That's what the gun's called. My husband. Because what the hell?
And I mentioned a pistol, which I never should have, and I was wrong.
Since you had left Kenya's event at the salon early, did you, I'm assuming you watched last week's episode. Yeah. How do you think you would have reacted if you had stayed in your comments at the dinner room?
You know what? I felt she wanted me to be at that event, considering she never uninvited me.
Okay.
And the fact that she conjured up these images.
Wait, sorry. It's bold though, yeah? If I've fallen out with someone, big time, and I threatened them with actual violence with a gun, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to the event.
No.
Why would you go to the event? And why is no one talking about it? Why did she go?
And this is the first time we're seeing her to try and do an apology at her salon opening. No, it's actually inappropriate for you to be there.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Images, photos, went to Kinko's, printed them out. It's like, see, it's the spirit of Kenya.
Okay, that is something different.
So, it's just the fact that she wanted me to be.
She's ready to fight. That's why. She's always ready to fight.
There. And, we'll put
it again.
Is it a jacket?
Are you still looking at the outfit?
I can't help it.
I think it's the two-piece.
Put this in later.
Okay. What did the card from your flowers that Kelly tried to save say?
I had a personal conversation in the car just saying, Kenya, I'm sorry. I wish I would have never done it. And let's try to move forward. And so that was just really it. I wanted her to know how genuine I was because I made a mistake. And I wanted her to really know that I'm not a violent person.
Room.
She doesn't sound convincing.
I'm not a violent person. Really?
It's not convincing at all. Wow.
You know what? I felt she wanted me to be at that event.
We're back at the beginning. And I think the last one.
No, we're not done. We're not done. We're still catching this moment. Okay, because it's a vibe. Hold on. Let me find my husband first.
I have so many things, though.
I still got my pistol, so.
What did Kelly didn't hear? What Kelly didn't hear?
I swear Kelly said, girl, don't. I swear Kelly responded to that comment.
Kelly's a lie. She's a lie. She was just like,
I love the way Shamia like diverted. You see how they were almost all walking together, and Shamia was like, absolutely not.
No. Go this way. Let's go this way.
Okay, can I put this in the car?
What are you doing? I don't know.
I'm getting the hell out of here.
I had to let that bitch know. I'm not. Don't play with me. She's good. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Everything's good. Kenya, hello, Dippy.
Right there.
Play that shit in front of the camera. Don't play that with me. I don't play them games. I don't play them games. I got whip, pistols, everything.
Kelly,
play that shit in front of the camera. Don't play that with me.
All right.
Kelly heard absolutely everything. Kelly is a bird.
She's a liar. She's actually a liar.
No, Kelly, you heard everything that was said. You were there with your little self. Right underneath her, you heard it all.
Yeah.
Same way when her husband came and was asking what's going on, who was it? He said Kenya. You heard everything.
Creme Brulee says Kelly heard about lie to protect Britt. Okay, that's fair. I can take that.
And so they've fallen out now. Cool.
Have they fallen out? Serious?
Yeah, apparently Kelly and Brit are no longer friends.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how that.
Okay,
Have you seen the Jessie Woo video yesterday?
I saw it happening and I couldn't engage because I was like, this is going to take my time. What does it say? Or what is it?
Her main thing, I didn't catch all of it. I came on towards the end and I think she was kind of summarizing with the guy, King of Reeds. But she was really caping for Brit. Like, truly being like,
really?
People have it all a little bit wrong. And that Kenya and her minions, like I was saying last week, Meng Lee, who she wanted to have a peach, that they are actually mean girls. I don't think she knows Kenya too much, but she does know Meng Lee and another girl that was at the salon opening. And she's like, they are mean girls and they do taunt people. And they're known to be like that in Atlanta as well. So she was saying Brit is snapping on this, but she's probably being harassed by them for quite a while. And that's why she is like kind of being the way she is towards Kenya. But she was totally like, Kenya is not innocent in this. They did exactly what they should have done. Kenya should lose her peach, and Brit probably isn't that bad, and we haven't given her a chance.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow.
I was surprised. I literally was like, what? I see no redeeming features in Brit to support her on. Like, even if I wanted to, there's been nothing where I've been like, oh yeah, nah, Brit is misunderstood. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. They might all be a bunch of mean girls. And maybe some are meaner than, maybe there's mean, and meanest.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So meanest might be Kenya and Brit might be meaner. Do you know what I mean?
For real.
I don't know, man. Seriously. But like Brit is not giving, she's not giving innocent here. Like, do you know what I mean? And also as well, just so I say it again for another time, like what Kenya done was out of order, disgusting. Do you know what I mean? And I do think that the punishment is tracks. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't do that and think that you still got a place. Like, you can't. It's too far. It's way too far. But Brit, as she's shown in this clip as well, like also not just this clip, but the ending scene, you are quick to anger, girl. Like you've got some anger issues going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, calm down. Like, you read the situation, like you're on the defensive. And I feel like she was on the defensive with Kenya, and then she's brought this defensiveness to the girls as well, and it's just like no one is going to be able to sympathize with you if you're always so defensive. Like, I get like editing is definitely a thing for sure, do you know what I mean, but we can't see what you haven't done. Like, you done this, you know.
Yeah, I think it's that. I guess something was it Dammy J said that Jessie does live in ATL, so she must know something. She may do. I think that's what she was saying. She was like, there's definitely way more to this. And as Brit kept on saying, I felt that she came after me as soon as I joined the cast. So she was saying she's probably not lying about that. Like, so the ring situation, it seems like a small thing. But if she'd been being taunted before, she knows Kenya, any interaction that they're going to have, Kenya's coming for her. And she was like, no, there's definitely something to that. Definitely her and Meng Lee have had a couple of boyfriends in common, and they are known to hate each other. So,
yeah. But don't, I mean, then I'll be saying her friend don't like me. This is what's happened. I don't know what's happened. Her people don't like me. They don't check for me. Yeah. But fuck her and her crew now.
Oh, what was Rick Ross? Does Rick Ross have any standards at all? Like,
no.
He has a gammon of women.
Do they go recruit there? Is that what they go? They look at who he's dating and think you're fit for reality. Because wasn't it in the other show there was one of Rick Ross's exes as well?
How many people has the dude been with? It's non-stop. Wow. Well,
Yeah, I think two things can be true at the same time. I think like you can have one character who's got a history of meanness, but doesn't mean the new character isn't also mean.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like yeah, we're not all. And the fact, this is what I saw her say, the fact that she keeps on saying, I'm so nice. Even when you're talking to Andy, you're not, it's so inauthentic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Shamia comes across to me as nice. Even Drew, she fooled me in the beginning. Like, you know, but bear in mind, I don't have any history. Do you know what I mean? I'm coming to this fresh. But she fooled me in the beginning because I thought, oh, she's a pleasant person. She comes across nice. Britt doesn't have that same kind of energy. She really, really doesn't. Like, there's not, and you can't really say like Shamia's got like her body done. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not like how she looks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, there's nothing nice about Britt. Britt reminds me of that one that has a child with what's his name? Nick Cannon, who we watched on Sunset.
Still in Sunset. Brie.
That same type of woman, that same type of energy of a woman is literally like they're just out for themselves.
Yeah.
And they'll try and be like, no, I can get along with you, but they can't get along with anybody. Like, that is Brit. That same chick.
It's the delusion of like everybody hates me. It's not my fault everybody hates me.
I haven't done anything to anybody, and then I just walk into a room and everybody is like, I don't like that girl. You're a bitch. You're just an asshole.
You're just an asshole. And you're super cold. Because didn't it come out of Brit's mouth when she's saying, oh, only two of us are married? Like, is that not an insult? You just met these women. Like, seriously. Like,
we are going through divorces at the moment. Just shut your mouth.
Bro, that could be you tomorrow. Just relax, man. Do you know what I mean? Seriously. Are we doing a call in today? Do you have time?
I have to shoot off, but I can put the thing in and
okay. Who wants to chat real quick? We'll do that 20 minutes. Also, if anybody does want to. Brit is Regina George.
I really wonder. I mean, as somebody said, we've got like about 15 more episodes before the end of this.
Christ, seriously. Sorry.
I'm like, what else can they cover? But I don't know.
Okay. Well, Phaedra's still no sign of Phaedra. Not even a mention yet.
Exactly. You know? So Phaedra's got to come.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It is actually a lot.
Do you think Kelly and Britt fall out? Do you think that's what's going to happen?
Oh, if they'll show us that would be interesting. Yeah. Britt reminds me of Jim Jones' partner, Chrissy. I thought Chrissy was nice. I never watched Love and Hip Hop when Chrissy and Jim Jones were in it, but I thought everybody liked Chrissy.
Yeah, who wants to give their opinion on this episode?
Come on, Christian Jane, want to jump on? Roxy says you want to jump on. Is Elma Shell still around? You want to jump on?
Come and say hi before Nana has to
go and go. Come on, click the link. Click the link. Click the link.
Click the link. Christian, bring you up on stage. Hello. Oh my God. You just look so fabulous. And look at the light. Honestly, love it. Absolutely love it. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Good. Another amazing recap.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I actually did like this episode because for me, the way that the last episode ended, it was like you want to see like what happens next in the fallout. I do think that Britt is doing a good job at like playing up like the victim thing. Like I think she's doing the best job that she can, right? And I think that she's being strategic, even if it's not believable, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it, and I can't stand that girl. She belongs on Love and Hip Hop. Get her off this show.
Yes. Love and Hip Hop makes more sense. Yeah, that would work. She was the end of that cast, but then what does she do? No, she's too normal though, because there has to be some type of a music or you know, connection to that scene.
Rick Ross.
Oh,
you know, he's
yeah.
But
maybe
like,
she gets a feature.
she needs to go. It's just not. I don't know. It's not working on here. I'm not into it. But I also hope that she doesn't use the rest of the season to talk about Kenya, and I kind of feel like she might. And that will be so annoying. My girl, let it go.
Honestly.
But I also dropped in the chat. A couple of people saw it. I said, when Britt asked Angela if she was slow, I would have responded to Britt and said, no, but according to that top you're wearing and the photos that Kenya show, you're fast. So
that would have been a good one. Honestly.
she can't even stop fighting when she's a victim. It's like, girl, just sit in it. Just like, you know,
she would have thrown hands. She would have absolutely thrown hands if she
she would have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she would have been so pissed. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like Angela wasn't thinking super clearly, because I could see Angela saying that, like saying something like, no, but you know, according to Kenya, you're fast. So
it's so true. Oh, she missed. Give her time. She'll have more for her, because now they're beefing basically.
Yeah.
So,
nobody likes her apparently except for Portia right now.
Really?
Which says a lot. If Portia is your,
does anyone still like Portia as well? Because maybe like the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of situation.
Ooh, okay.
I do wonder, like, how do people feel about Portia? The thing is, I think even though Portia is not my favorite, I do like her. And even though I think she might be, you know, in a tiff with like Shamia and some of the other girls, there's something about Portia that is interesting and redeemable about her that is not true for Britt. I don't think that Britt is interesting or redeemable. And so, like, even as messy as Portia is, like, I still kind of want to see her, you know, like, I can't say that about Britt.
Yeah.
Britt can go.
Yeah, I agree. She can go. She's a big storyline so far, but she can go. Yeah.
Thanks to wrap it up. And then Ralph, like in these confessionals, why?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And why doesn't he have a shirt on for real? Like, he still doesn't have a shirt on. Like, what's going on?
So weird. He is like,
they're so 90s.
Certain husbands, Peter was one of them, but I still found Peter far more interesting than I find Ralph. But like, there are certain husbands who just like, they want to be a peach holder, and Ralph gives that, and it's just like, go away.
Yeah.
Go away. And Ralph allegedly looks like he would lay hands on a woman if she said the wrong thing. That I'm just saying. He kind of gives that look. And,
I can see
he's kind of slick talking like that too.
He's aggressive. He definitely is aggressive. You know, I think that's why Simon is so pissed off with Portia. I think Simon was like, can we not just do Real Housewives together? And then you could divorce me after. I think he was so pissed that she put in the divorce before, because he was like, this is my time. Like, you're a bigger star. Like, you're a star. If I got to do this with you, divorce me. That's why he's so pissed. That's why I'm not talking to you, little
child. That makes so much sense. That's why he's throwing a fit.
Yeah.
He's trying to say one of them.
Yeah, he wanted to crash the whole thing, like you can't film in the house, you can't use the car. He was trying to do all of that. He was like, that was my gig. This was ours. This is my peach.
That is messy. So he wanted to get with Portia so he could be on the show, but Portia was trying to get with him so she could separate herself from the show. Ironic.
Yes. Yeah.
They're both using each other.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Oh well.
Yeah.
Messy.
Oh. All right, I've got to hop now.
Okay. Well, thank you, Christian.
Thank
Appreciate
you. So good
you.
to see the two of y'all.
Yes, definitely.
And
Now
I'll
I'll
be
see you later.
watching Roxy Says after this. It's so funny that like we all watch like the same creators. Like I watch y'all and Roxy Says. I watch King
amazing.
of Reed. So it's like, yeah, all sick with
Oh, I
it.
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Oh, so is Roxy live next?
Well, she just I think dropped her video about the episode, like her scripted video about the episode. So I'm gonna watch that afterwards.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool. Me too. If I have time, because I'm trying to pack and stuff. Do you know what I mean at the moment? But if I have time, I definitely would. Oh, Roxy, you're welcome. You're welcome. Everybody watch Roxy's episode as well. Please go and do that too, man. Seriously, lovely. Okay.
Well, thank you. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna try, and if I have good Wi-Fi, I will try and join next week on Tuesday. If I do, if not, I don't know, because we're flying that day. Because I'm going to Ghana as well, so that's the day we come back from Ghana. So, yeah. So I'll just read in the comments. So say that again.
I said I'm so jealous. That will be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I mean, you know, it's possible. Seriously, you should go. You should try and get to any part of Africa. I was going to say West Africa, but any part. You know, at least once in your lifetime. Like honestly, it's such a vibe. And like, do you like to party? Are you like party?
You know, I'm over 30, so I'm like kind of winding down a little bit more.
Okay.
You know, a little more chill.
A little more chill. You still do like a little wine bar, and there's still a bit of like
love a wine bar. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, definitely like day of December but that's party hard. But it doesn't matter your age though, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? But what do you call it? Easter time is more kind of like more chilled version of that. But lots of different people from all over the world come to the place then. So yeah, it's cool.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try to book something for like Morocco or something at least, because I will be in Portugal in October. So
lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh my God, if you stop in London, come say hi.
I will. I told you I'll be there at like the end of August, beginning of September time. Yes. I'm doing the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, because we talked about Carnival. You have to come for Carnival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely, you're gonna love it. Seriously. Okay, Christian. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
As always. See you next time. Bye. Does anybody else want to come up today? Thanks to the lovely Christian there. I love that. I love his place. I love the aesthetic. It's beautiful. Seriously. What's everybody else saying? Thank you, Roxy. Appreciate that. Yes, Abner, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. By this weekend, I'll be in Ghana. It's going to be nuts. Seriously, I'm so excited. I'm fully excited. And then I'm going I'm going Lagos, then I'm going to Accra, then I'm going back to Lagos, then I'm going to Abuja, and then back to Lagos, and then home. That's the plan. Seriously. Anybody else? There's a link in the chat. I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap this up and everything. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I really want to know where this whole story is going next, because what are we going to see? Probably Drew and Portia fall out more. I think we're going to see a bit that. How many weeks is that, Charlotte? 2 weeks. 2 weeks I'm going away for, Dammy. But so that means like for the main show, I'm missing 3 shows. Also, guys, yeah, why Nana's not here? Why I'm away, yeah? Make sure she behaves, please. Nana needs to behave while I'm not here. Yeah? Yes, Nana say she's still in chat. Roxy, we need to do a live together. Yes, yeah. When I get back and stuff, let's do that. That would be cool. Yeah, so she's gonna do next week's show by herself and stuff. And then for the second week, sorry. I don't know. You know, it's across week, so it's a bit weird. We might do later on in the week, so we might change the day. So it might not be a Tuesday, maybe a Thursday, but we need to confirm it. But we'll confirm it nearer the time. Hey, Abith, how you doing? You all right? Oh, yay, Roxy says yes. Roxy, DM me, please, on Insta. It's probably the best place. You can find me. Sade Salami official and we'll get that set up, please. Jordan says Phaedra is going to break in soon. Can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, thank you, Abyss. Appreciate that. Oh, Christian, your place looks amazing. It's look. I love the light in there. It's beautiful. I love New York, man. Seriously, I do miss New York. Not gonna lie. Phaedra is given January transfer window. Panic. I don't see the point of bringing her up. I think it's freaky. Okay, we've got another guest to the stage. Hey, El Michelle.
Hello. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Wait, wasn't it your birthday as well?
It was my birthday on Saturday, yes. Happy birthday to us. Yay, Aries gang. Yes. But yeah.
What did you do? What did you get up to?
Well, here in Atlanta, we have a lot of festivals. I went to the Piedmont, I went to a festival at Piedmont Park, went out to dinner, hung out with my cousins. And then Sunday, I pretty much rest and recouped so I can work yesterday. So I went to work yesterday.
That sounds so nice. Lovely.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry, say it one more time.
Was it good weather?
It was beautiful weather here. It's just nice little breeze, sun shining, not a lot of rain, no rain. Nice. And I've realized now I'm officially going into auntie territory, and I think I'm preparing myself for that right now. So, like,
how would you mean?
I'm 45 years old, and it's brand new to me. Like I understand Angela with the fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm perimenopausal, but it's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get nervous, I get anxious, I start sweating, bring out the fan. But what's interesting is even the young girls like, oh, can I see your fan? Like they use a fan too, but you know, they want to blame menopause and perimenopausal on it, but no, it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot, man. I will not be shamed for using a fan. Seriously.
I will not be shamed for using a fan. You are correct. Because the thing is, I feel like people look at me and especially here, it's hot. Like when it turns hot, and I think today is like really the first day we're going into like the 80s and maybe into the 90s later on this week. It gets hot quick here. There's a reason why they call it Hot Atlanta. But
yeah, Hot Atlanta.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, what did you think of the episode? Or what?
Episode itself, I actually enjoyed the episode. Britt was the most annoying part of it, but at the same time, we had to get her part of the story, her portion of the story. Happy birthday, Rox. Yes, I did know that you are an Aries.
Happy birthday.
I did know that.
Aries gang, come on.
I'm sorry. Aries women I have not met a bad Aries woman. I'm thinking hard. If y'all know somebody, tell me. I'm sorry. If y'all watch New Jersey, the Jennifer Aiden is a terrible Aries woman, but that's beside the point. Yeah.
Okay. I know, honestly, though, I know I'm the villain in a couple people's stories, though. Like, I'm not gonna.
I'm probably the best villain. I'm probably the best villain you ever had. It's fine. I'm probably the highlight in their story. You know what I'm saying? So it's fine. Anyway. But back to the show. Yeah, I did enjoy the episode. Like I said, Britt was almost like a necessary evil because the evil was done to her. So we did have to go with her story. I do feel like this episode, Angela went up about 2 steps as far as the girls I like. You know what I'm saying? Like she even right now kind of surpasses Shamia for me because what I like about her is she does not back down, and I enjoy that. Because my thing is what I feel like they expected Angela to tower Britt specifically, but when she didn't, like that showed me that Angela was like she should have been here when the other girls were here, when the Sherades and the Nenes and the Sherades were here. Because I feel like she's made for this. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as Britt being upset that the girls were talking to Kenya, like, girl, we just met you. And even the girls who may have just met Kenya, we know Kenya. Like, we've seen Kenya around. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are aware of Kenya's personality. We are aware that there's evidence, or it's out there that you put out a threat and everything. So yeah, they're going to check on Kenya. And the fact that she couldn't comprehend that tells me another reason why you don't have female friends in your life. You know? And then also, I feel like she has no depth about herself, because I can see her being that girl who, she brings all her problems to you. She wants to talk about all her problems, and she, you know, thinks you're a good friend because she can open up to you, yada, yada, yada. But the minute you try to open up to her, it's like, what else is going on? You know what I'm saying? Especially when it came to her talking to her sister, it really was, what else is going on? I have to have my man here. Why? Because what else is going on? So to me, I feel like she is, she's a little shallow with that. And then this is the last thing that I can offer as far as information I know. Cynthia has a podcast, and she was discussing everything that happened. I think during this meetup, when they went to the peace brunch that Kelly was throwing, I don't think they knew that Kenya was fired at this moment.
Right. Okay.
So I think they felt like Kenya's coming back, and and I really do feel like they were also in support of Kenya coming back. And let's see who and what this what's the girl's name? Who and what this Kelly girl is. Because, and then I feel like at that brunch, I feel like that might have made them say, "Oh, she is violent." You know, she does get triggered at the slightest question that actually questions her as a person, you know, it questions her character. So I feel like for them, I feel like maybe that probably also possibly starts the breakdown of, because I feel like right now Drew don't care for Britt. There's going to be a point where Shamia and Britt don't get along. There's going to be a point where Kelly and Britt doesn't get along, because I feel like even Kelly in that moment, seeing how Britt was reacting, I feel like she knew, Britt is could be a little problematic.
Yeah, she's volatile. She seems unpredictable, and do you know what I mean? Like just fly off that handle really, really easily. That's interesting though. So you think they didn't know that Kenya was fired at that point?
Right. They didn't know that Kenya was fired. The reason why Cynthia was not at that dinner, because literally as soon as they had that event for Kenya, Cynthia went to film a new TV show that's going to be on Hulu. So that's why she's not going to be here for another maybe week or two or something, something like that. I think she's going to be on a trip with them, but I don't know if it's going to be a Nashville trip, because they're going to Nashville the following week or next week.
And it does seem like they've moved things around though, because Angela and Portia's conversation about Charles, that Angela had already in a previous episode told Charles that Portia said that she was joking.
Right.
So I'm just like, it was just showing me, okay, they're filming out of sync. Right. Because she's already given that information to Charles. So it was just like, they've had to like cover things. I don't know what they've done, but it's just like, we can't believe that this is a linear timeline. Like, we can't believe that.
I believe, because I'm trying to think of the conversation that was had with Charles and Angela, and that conversation was about the Portia thing, and it was also about her family. So they could have kind of thrown that in there out of sequence, just to make filler or add time or give some Angela space, I guess you could say.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. But that is interesting though. Ooh. So I feel like, so if they talk to Kenya, we're not going to see that. I guess we're not going to see that. Who knows?
No.
But, they talk to Kenya to kind of understand where she's coming from, and they didn't know she was fired. It makes sense why they talked to her. Do you know what I mean? Because they thought she was still going to be in the show.
Right.
So
because the way
that should be understandable. Do you know what I mean? From Brit's point of view, really?
I would think it would be understandable because the way Andy Cohen said it last night, or Sunday night, they did an investigation. So if they quote unquote did an investigation on you, but we didn't see you away from the cameras at any point. But if they quote unquote did an investigation on you, you should understand them doing an investigation on Kenya, and we might still be talking to Kenya. Like, I don't like, and that's what, like, there's things missing in this girl's brain that feels like everybody's against her, and I just don't. I don't get that. Like, I understand feeling like it's you against the world, but the fact that you feel like everybody's against you, that's a mental tick. You know, like everybody's against you, or everybody's hating on you, or every girl wants to be you. Girl, that's a mental tick, I feel like.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know what she's on, but she's definitely quite self-absorbed, you know? Like she's self-focused for sure. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that.
No problem at all. Everybody in the chat, have a great day. You and Nana have a great day as well. I wish I was on when Nana was here.
Oh yeah, next time. She had to rush off obviously today, but yeah, definitely next time. And she'll be here next week by herself, so she's got no choice.
Right. I know you said make sure she behaves, but no, we don't behave. Let's not behave. let's have fun. Behaving makes me feel like we have to, like, it won't be as fun. Like, it's fine if we just kind of go off the rails a little bit.
I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know. She's unpredictable.
Okay. We like unpredictable.
But no, I'm sure it's gonna be fine anyway. Thank you, Michelle.
No problem. You have safe travels as well.
Thank you so much. See you later. Bye. Bye. Oh, thanks for that. Christian is saying Brit and I's birthday are 2 days apart. Oh my god, another. Oh, which Brit? Oh, sorry, Brit. When's her birthday? I thought you were saying it was Aries. I keep saying Brit is not bright. Or maybe she isn't. Maybe she isn't, dummy. Maybe she isn't. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for today, for the great conversation. Love all the chats and stuff. If you're replay game, make sure you leave a comment for us as well. Like this video, please, as well. We need to run those likes up, and also share this with like-minded people also. And what episode's out at the moment? So we've got episode with Raki is out on the moment. So make sure you watch that. If you haven't watched that, it's actually really, really good, really interesting conversation. Gets a little bit silly in places, but it's all good. Oh, the 11th of October. Okay, cool. So Libra, is that Libra? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Roxy said, I don't believe they investigate anything. Nor do I, Roxy, because what he said, sorry, this is Andy Cohen. He said something about there wasn't a gun on the premises or something like that. It was I thought his wording was particular. So she could have say she had a gun in her car that was parked away outside or a couple of roads down. She could have still had a freaking gun. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe her. I don't believe them. I think they're just covering their backs. That's what I think. But yes. Again, off ski. See you guys later. Love you all. Make sure you follow our channels. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to our channel. Your aunties could never. Subscribe to For Evan's Sake and Sade Salami Official too. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Okay, I have to wave and end it at the same time. Yay. Multitasking. Bye. Still end.